Hey, good morning, everyone. It is 11 o'clock. We're going to start the weekly briefing right now. Happy Monday, December 2nd, everyone. So just to start out, we are going to see some high pressure that's going to continue to dominate the local weather pattern through the middle of the week, and that's going to give way to some colder temperatures and dry weather. Then by the end of this week towards Thursday, a strong cold front is going to move in across the area, bringing windy conditions and a chance of a few showers just primarily over the eastern shore. Then colder and drier air is going to return to the region by the end of the work week. There is a low chance for light precipitation Saturday night as a system moves across the area. Looking at the marine side, winds and wind gusts are expected to remain around small craft advisory conditions through the middle of the week. Then we're going to see some southwesterly winds increase with gale conditions likely ahead of that cold front Wednesday night and bringing it with westerly winds Thursday. These conditions could last through early Friday, but then by the weekend, we could see some benign weather conditions that are going to return across all waters. It is also Winter Weather Awareness Week for both Virginia and North Carolina, so we're going to be passing along tips to prepare and stay safe this winter. You can go to our website for any more information. So this week's weather pattern, high pressure again, is just going to continue to persist through the week and remain in control of our weather pattern. Another storm system will move just north of the area Thursday morning. We're going to see that cold front with it. And again, it's going to bring some low-end chances of precipitation across eastern Maryland and the eastern shore of Virginia. And then low precipitation chances return across the region this weekend as we could see a low pressure develop and move across our region. So for the next 72 hours, we're really not going to see any precipitation over our area. So looking far ahead till December 9th for precipitation, not much in terms of QPF totals across our areas, barely over 100th of an inch of rain across Richmond, more probably down in the southeast across portions of northeastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. So with that cold front moving through, we could see some high wind potential starting Wednesday night and going through Thursday night, especially with the higher end elevated risk across the eastern shore. Could see some gusty conditions all the way across from the I-95 corridor and east with that strong cold front moving across our region. So looking at our maximum temperatures for the upcoming days, we're going to be below normal with temperatures barely rising up into the lower 40s across our area. And then Thursday is going to be our warmest day, but we're also going to see windy conditions that day. So those temperatures are going to feel a lot cooler than what is shown up there for a Thursday. And then Friday into Saturday, cooler temperatures return back into our region once that cold front pushes through our area, and that cold front ushers in cooler and drier air. And then we're going to warm up by the start of next week. Looking at our minimum temperatures, we're going to be in the upper 20s to middle 20s for tonight. Then Tuesday and Wednesday could see some widespread teens across our area. Closer to the shore, you're going to be closer in the upper 20s and even lower 30s. And then Thursday night, we're going to be back into the upper 20s, lower 30s, and Friday and Saturday with behind that cold front, cooler, drier air ushering into the region. Temperatures are going to go back down into the lower 20s and possibly teens. Then we start to warm up again Sunday and Monday. Now, the best chance for precipitation for today could be across the eastern shore with possibly some bay effect showers, possibly even a flurry or two with how cold we are across the area. And then next best chances of rain really come in Thursday with that cold front moving in, and then possibly with the development of a low pressure system. Saturday through Sunday could see some more chances of precipitation across our area. So looking at the marine wind probabilities, we're really going to see decent wind and wind gusts across our area. Could even see some gale conditions likely from Thursday into Friday. So again, looking at the marine threat, we start to ramp up with those conditions starting late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Once that cold front comes in, we're going to see a really strong pressure gradient that's going to lead to gusty winds across our waters, bringing up possible gale conditions across all waters Wednesday night into Thursday and lasting through Friday morning. So looking at our max wind gusts in the next 72 hours, could see some max wind gusts of 33 to 34 knots across the bay, in between 35 even to 40, possibly even gusts up to 42 knots across our seas. Wave heights, maximum wave heights, could see up to 5 feet, 5-foot waves across the bay, especially into Wednesday night into Friday when that cold front, before the cold front moves through and as the cold front is moving through, and seas could be building up between 5 to 7 feet, possibly even some rogue 10-foot waves across our northern waters with the approach of the front and with the high winds as well. But then by the start of the weekend, benign marine conditions will return to all waters. So looking at it through the days and hourly, we're going to see the winds staying around small craft conditions throughout today and through Wednesday before there's a brief period where the winds slowly die down, but then come out of the southwest late Wednesday, and then we'll really start to see those wind gusts pick up late Wednesday into early Friday, nearing gale conditions across all waters Thursday, with gusts between 30 to 35 knots, even gusts close up to 40 knots across the water. And then by Saturday, benign weather conditions do return to our coastal waters. Wave heights, you can also see that the waves are increasing as we go on through Wednesday into Friday as well. When that low pressure system passes to the north and that cold front moves across our region, could see wave heights between 5 to 7 feet across the open waters and 4 to 5 feet across the bay. So with the southwesterly wind as well, we could see some low water across some of our areas, primarily in the rivers in the bay, as that water is being pushed out of that region. Low water conditions could make navigation difficult, especially in tidal estuaries and in shallower channels. So the drought has not improved with our lack of rain. It has worsened primarily across the eastern shore. They are in a D3 to D4 drought up there in eastern Maryland, as well as D3 drought across portions of the northern neck, and heading into D1 and D2 drought across portions of southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina. So looking ahead at the next 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, we are going to be below normal temperatures are favored for next week, as well as precipitation. We are above and near normal for precipitation chances. We are on the cusp of it for right now. Your normal highs typically for Richmond around this time of year are going to be in the middle 50s, lows in the middle 30s. Norfolk up in the upper 50s, around 40 for the lows. Salisbury, lower 50s and lower 30s for our lows. And then Elizabeth City, highs are typically in the upper 50s and lows in the upper 30s. So to look at the highlights again, high pressure again is going to dominate our local weather pattern through the middle of the week, giving way to colder temperatures and drier weather. We're going to see that strong cold front push through the area across Thursday, bringing in windy conditions and just a couple chances of a few showers, primarily across the eastern shore. Colder and drier air does return to the region by the end of the work week. There is a low chance for light precipitation Saturday night, especially when a potential system moves across the region. And then for the marine weather, winds and wind gusts are expected to remain around small craft conditions Through the middle of the week, southwesterly winds will increase with gale conditions likely ahead of the cold front Wednesday night, bringing with it westerly winds Thursday. These conditions could potentially last through early Friday, but then by the start of the weekend, benign weather conditions do return across all waters by the start of the weekend. I'm going to stop the recording right now.